Hi there, today I'm going to share with you 5 habits that you're probably doing that are destroying your singing voice. And number 5 is probably the most surprising. Now, before we dive in, I do want to say that I am sharing all of this with love. It's my intention to help as many singers as I can. I know that not everyone has access to singing lessons, but I do want to help every single person that is really serious about singing. Now, if you are serious about singing, then grab my free 5-day singing course. You'll find it either in the pinned comment or in the description. Click the link there, pop your details in, and I'll send that directly to your inbox. Now, if you haven't received it after a couple of hours, do go into spam and make me a part of your contacts. That way you'll make sure that you get all of the lessons delivered directly to you. Number 1. Almost all beginner singers are guilty of this, and maybe you are too. Singing too high for your vocal range. What I mean is singing really high notes, really high songs that strain your voice. You're like, I'm not quite sure if I'm going to get there, or you're worried about getting to the notes, or when you do get to the notes, your voice kind of cracks and you can feel it in your throat. Now, I'm not talking about those vocal cracks that happen when your chest voice meets your head voice. I'm talking about the kind that catch your throat, where you can actually feel it in your throat and it stops any sound from coming out. That's what I'm talking about. That's when you know either you're not using the technique properly, or you haven't got the technique, or it's just out of your range. Not everyone can be a soprano. The music would be really boring. Songs would be really boring if everyone was a soprano. We need all of the different types of voices. So accept where your vocal range lies and sing songs that are within your vocal range. If you're not sure what that is, then go into the description, because I've put a link to a video there that explains how you can tell whether a song is in your vocal range. So number 1, singing too high for your vocal range is destroying your voice. Number 2, pulling chest voice too high. Now, a lot of people believe that belting is the same as chest voice pulled really high. Now, there are some voice coaches who teach this way, but I think it's really, really important to differentiate that belting does have some head voice and chest voice is just chest voice. Chest register, where your voice resonates, all those combined are called chest voice. Now, when you are singing in chest register, your vocal cords can only go so thin, and when they get to a certain point, they get very, very thin and change to head register. Now, what that means is that your chest register can only physiologically go to a certain point, and anything beyond that is going to strain and damage your voice. So, number 2, pulling chest register too high is destroying your voice. The third bad habit that singers have is shouting. Now, shouting every now and then isn't going to destroy your voice, but if you like going to gigs, and it's likely that if you are a singer, you do like going to gigs, and you might particularly like going to loud concerts and festivals, when you're singing along and when you're cheering at the end, it's likely that you're shouting. Now, I've got a singer who's been working with me for a couple of years, and we've just been learning to belt, and so I've told her she's going to Glastonbury. At the time of videoing this, it's the week leading up to Glastonbury in 2024, and this particular singer is going to Glastonbury this weekend, and I sent her a message: remember to belt instead of shout when you're cheering. because it's really easy, even if you know what you're doing, even if you know how to belt and use your voice properly. And it's not just about belting. So people who have had speaker training, actors, for example, voice workers, they know how to use their voices properly. But you know, every now and then we get carried away in the moment and we start shouting. And if we do that over a long period of time, for example, over an hour and a half at a concert or a gig, or over 3 days at a festival, then you're going to cause some damage. Number 3, shouting is killing your singing voice. If this video is helping you, then remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons and hit the notification bell so that you always get all of my future videos. And I've got hundreds of videos on my channel. I've got something that will help everybody. So have a look through, let me know what you like, and remember to comment on this video about what has helped you the most or what you found the most surprising or helpful about how to avoid destroying your singing voice. Number 4. I would be very surprised if you, yes, you watching this right now, I would be very, very, very surprised if you are not guilty of this, because I know I am. Singing without warming up. We all know that we must warm up before we sing, but sometimes again, we get lost in the moment, or we just can't be bothered. Or we think, oh, do you know what? I'm singing a lot. I don't really need to warm up. I won't bother warming up today. I can't be bothered. I've been singing for the last 3 nights doing this tour or a residency, or, you know, what, for whatever reason you've been singing a lot in recent days. And we think, can't be bothered to warm up. Each time you don't warm up is grating on your vocal cords. It's also grating on your technique, and it's not allowing your instrument to be ready to work at its finest. So remember, your instrument isn't just your vocal cords, the tiny little things in your larynx, in your voice box, it's your entire instrument. So you want to get your whole body ready, relaxed, and in tune so that you can give the best performance and you're looking after your vocal health. Number 4, neglecting to warm up before you sing is destroying your singing voice. Number 5, and probably the most surprising thing that's destroying your singing voice, is whispering. Yes, whispering. Whispering is really bad for your voice. In fact, it's worse for your voice than shouting. And there are a few reasons for that. Firstly, we're probably more likely to whisper in our lives than shout because, you know, shouting happens in extreme circumstances, and whispering happens when we're trying to be discreet, when we're trying not to disturb people, you know, when we're trying to speak more quietly, or if sometimes even if we're losing our voice and we're trying to save our voice. Please do not whisper if you're already losing your voice. It's better to just be on complete vocal rest. And the reason for that is that when we whisper, more air comes between our vocal cords and dries our vocal cords out, meaning they're more likely to become inflamed, they're more likely to clap together when we speak or when we sing, and this is what causes vocal damage. I trust that this video has helped you. It's my intention to help as many singers as I can. So please do remember to like, comment, and share with someone that you think is going to benefit from this. I'll see you in the next video. Stay hydrated. Ciao!